Link TV presents Mosaic World News from the Middle East. Here are today's top stories.
Egyptian ex-minister sentenced to 15 years over Israel gas deal. Jordan King asks MPs to amend contested electoral law. And Palestinian prisoner on verge of death as he enters 78th day of hunger strike. Mosaic World News from the Middle East begins now.
In
Egypt, the Cairo Criminal Court issued a verdict to imprison former Minister of Petroleum Sameh Fahmy, fugitive businessman Hussein Salem, and 5 other former high-ranking officials in the Ministry of Petroleum. While the civil lawyers welcomed the verdicts, the defense lawyers decided to appeal the decisions. As for the relatives of the defendants, they had another opinion.
Immediately after the announcement of the verdict to imprison 7 officials for a total of 50 years, a storm of anger took over the relatives of the former high-ranking officials, who are accused of squandering public money by selling Egyptian gas to Israel at a low price. The biggest share of the verdict was for Sameh Fahmy, former Minister of Petroleum, who was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Fugitive businessman Hussein Salem received the same sentence.
Fining all the defendants jointly to the amount of $2,319,675
The defense lawyers vowed to appeal the verdicts.
We have no comment on the verdicts, but we will follow the legal procedure to petition and appeal them.
However, civil lawyers considered these verdicts historic.
This is the first case in Egypt in which ministers of the petroleum industry have been sentenced. They sold the country's resources very cheaply. This can be considered a warning and a vow to anyone who intends to do such a thing in Egypt in the future, and it is a big success for the revolution.
The verdict's announcement was preceded by tight security measures and came after 49 hearings over an entire year. With these verdicts, the case of exporting gas to Israel is closed, following 7 years of popular disapproval and political turmoil. This turmoil came about after Egypt signed a treaty in 2005 to sell gas to Israel at prices well below international market prices. This brought losses to Egypt estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars. Samir Hassan, Al Jazeera, Cairo.